All right, welcome to the Drewster's Dojo. So I'm here in Poughkeepsie, New York. This is my mother's house. Hang on, I'm gonna put my hood on because it's snowing now, and we're expecting a lot of snow. So yeah, Poughkeepsie, New York, my mother's house. But like you all know, I grew up in the Bronx, raised in the Bronx. Even my mother was raised in Spanish Harlem back in the 1950s. All right, the world was much different then. So she grew up, born and raised, Spanish Harlem. Actually, wait, I take that back. I think she was born in Puerto Rico and came over here when she was like 1 or 2 years old. Anyway, raised in Spanish Harlem. Then after that, got married with my dad when he came back from Vietnam. And then, we grew up in the Bronx. And she didn't move up here until, wow, like I was in my mid 30s, but by that time I was already married and I was living, I moved out of the Bronx and was living in northern Westchester, New York. Nice area. Not to say there aren't any nice areas in the Bronx, but yeah, there are levels to this game, people. So anyway, this is Poughkeepsie. She's been here for a long time. Her property is absolutely beautiful. If it was daylight, I would walk around. It's almost 2 acres of land here. But yeah, so it's the day after Christmas, and we're having like a Christmas dinner. Me, my sisters, my nieces and nephews. And check out this gift I got from my sister Adrian. She got me this thermos. It says the Drewster's Dojo. So I'm happy about that. That was pretty cool. It was unexpected. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Christmas for a minute. That was my main idea for today. And originally, I was going to film it in my house by my Christmas tree with the nativity scene with Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus. Okay? That was my intention. Because let's go back to my mother when she was growing up back in the 1950s. The world has changed significantly since. Since then, it seems like they have taken Jesus out of Christmas. They have taken Christ out of Christmas. Just saying. And it's true. I posted something up on Facebook the other day. Oh, I'm getting covered with snow. And I got my nephew holding up my phone. You good, brother man?
Yep.
All right. That's my man right there. So, yeah, the world has changed since then to now. From the 1950s, that's when Israel was formed. That's when the CIA was formed. And you know all the malice that they have done. The CIA in particular. I won't even get into Israel. But the malice that CIA has done for this country, for America, they're not for us. Huh. In any sense. Current day, 2025. Let me take a little sip of this. 2025, in the New York City DOE, Department of Education, during Christmas, and this is what it's about Jesus Christ being born, although people can't agree upon when he was born. Scholars cannot agree, but collectively they've said, all right, December 25th is when we're going to celebrate, Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ. But in New York City DOE, we can no longer have any kind of nativity scene. Oh, we can have Santas out the ass. We can have snowmen out the ass, but you can't have Jesus or nativity scene. I even asked my union rep. He was like, no, you can't do that. I was like, can I at least put Merry Christmas? Because now it's all Happy Holidays, Happy Holidays. He's like, yeah, you probably put Merry Christmas. No, he said probably. No one in the school is going to say anything. Of course not. Because 95% of the people that work in the school, 95% of the people that attend the school are Christian to some degree or other. Okay? So the main spiel, people, is to, don't take Christ out of Christmas. Straight up. There's a commercialization about it. People go in debt because of Christmas. I gotta get my kid this gift. I gotta get him this. I gotta get him that. Come on. You do what you can do. And your kid will be grateful later on. You know, Christmas, what? You want to get for everybody in your goddamn family? You're gonna be broke. As it is, I'm trying to pay down debt. I'm about to retire in a few years. I want to pay down debt. It's Christmas. I get it. You know, you got to get some gifts, certain people, you know, got to buy my wife something, this, that, and the other. Da, da, da. Anyway, I spent less than $1,000 this year. And normally I spend significantly more. But this year I was like, I have to put my foot down. I basically just bought for kids, for the children, and that's fine. I did my wife too. Come on now, you know. But, and my son, and I even went light on him. When he was a kid, hey, you got to get him the PlayStation. You got to get him these games. Now he's a grown-ass man, MMA fighter. Yo, this is what I can do, dog. Because the stronger I am, then I'm there for the backup. But, yeah. Let's not take the Christ out of Christmas. And I'm going to leave with that, folks. Hang on, I'm going to take a sip of this. Oh, a little hazy IPA. I'm spending the night here in Poughkeepsie. I've said this before, I don't drink and drive. I'm not drinking and driving, especially not in this weather. Anyway, folks, keep Christ in Christmas. Peace, and never say die.